At the recent Consumer Electronics Show, Delta Airlines brought the electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, known as eVTOL, into the spotlight. It says its partnership with the California company Joby will soon produce a flying taxi service that can transport passengers from their homes to the airport.
A trip that could take an hour or 2 hours on the ground, stuck in traffic, and you can fly that in 5 or 10 minutes. We think that's a game changer.
Silicon Valley's Archer Aviation is another player in the flying taxi service race. It's backed by United Airlines and has been busy testing its prototype called Midnight over rural California.
We think the business of air taxis and eVTOLs are going to become a global phenomenon and will start to take place as early as next year.
In October, the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration revealed its special federal aviation regulation, which creates a new category, powered lift aircraft.
If you should be licensed to fly this, what altitude can you fly this legally? Will each of these have radar on them so they don't run into each other? This is why, at least in the US, this is not a slam dunk.
That's partly why the Silicon Valley company Pivotal has taken a different approach by selling their new single-seater eVTOLs to individual buyers for around $190,000. The Helix can perform 20-minute flights while maintaining a 20% battery reserve and strategically weighs about 157 kilograms, just under 350 pounds. And because the Helix is classified as an ultralight aircraft, the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration does not require you to get a pilot's license to fly it. But Pivotal is not going to sell it to you unless you go through some training, like through this VR simulator, which I'm going to give it a try. Okay, oh, okay. Oh my gosh, okay. It typically takes about 10 days of training, partly in a simulator and partly in the aircraft itself, to get Pivotal certification. So how do I know if I go into areas I'm not supposed to?
So that's all in flight planning.
Flight planning, okay. The software gives warnings about where you're allowed to fly and how much battery is left, but it's largely up to you to be responsible.
You're doing great. How's it feel?
Pretty good. I mean, you can get a little bit airsick though.
You can go anywhere in the country. You can go for, a 2-day drive to the most beautiful spot you can find in all of North America, and then unpack it, put it together, do your pre-flight, in 35 minutes you're ready to fly.
But whether eVTOLs take off individually or through air taxi services, pioneers in the space insist it's only a matter of time before the skies look dramatically different.
10, maybe 15 years down the road, I believe you will see highways in the sky. There will be hundreds, thousands of these aircraft flying in individual cities, and it will truly change the way our cities are even built, and ultimately will change the way people travel.
Mark New, CGTN, Palo Alto, California.